I know what you've heard, but Forge can't save Halo. I'm MrBamble, and this is my channel.
You know our motto, we deliver.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of people say that Halo's savior has arrived. It hasn't. I mean, it seems like everybody's Hopium is on full blast. And I'm looking around kind of like, am I the only one not taking crazy pills here? I mean, let's take a step back and think clearly for a second. Should we even really be excited at this point? I mean, what or who is going to save Halo? You? I mean, what does Forge actually change for Halo Infinite? So first, let's talk about the Hopium. Listen, we've been wandering around a content desert for months with Halo Infinite. And a starving Spartan can mistake a turd for a feast in this situation. No shame in that. And I get it. It's hard not to be excited. You look at all of this content, and I mean, it's just the first week, right? Right. That's precisely the problem. Most of this content that people are just losing their minds over was made before the beta release. This is not the first week of Forge content. This is just the first week that we have access to it. So, I mean, that begs the question, who had access to it and for how long? We know that the map Curfew was highlighted in the Forge Fundamentals video in September. So that's 2 months. And let's be honest, that map wasn't made by some guy in a day. We also know that there was a Forge build that leaked back in July, so there was a workable build that people were using 4 months ago. And then there was also some leaks that kind of hinted at a build 7 months ago. What that potentially means is that with the release of the Forge beta, we're seeing 2 to 7 months worth of Forge content all releasing at the same time. What to even compare this to? It's kind of like if you were to tell me that it took 343 2 weeks to make a 30-tier battle pass. Well, I'd be kind of impressed with that. But if you were to tell me that it took 6 months to make that 30-tier battle pass, and that this is the majority of the content that we're gonna get until season 3 comes out in 4 months, and the majority of that content was either filler or already in the game, well, I might just be a little less impressed, 343. So let's talk about who had access. On one hand, we have people that are dedicated, and on the other hand, we have really skilled people. They're either dedicated because they had to pull some kind of weird shenanigans to get access to the Forge beta before it released, or skilled enough that 343 identified them as a top tier Forge community member and gave them early access to it. So essentially what this all means is that the cream of the crop have been making content for months leading up to Forge's release. The best of the best Forgers with months of time and 343 playtesting support. That is what we're seeing. All of that content all at once. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but MrBamble, those top Forgers that were highly motivated to make content for months were just a small group of people. Now that it's open to the whole community, things are gonna be crazy. Look at me. Forgers have always been a small portion of the active Halo community. So of the people that still actually care about Halo Infinite, what percentage do you think has the dedication to actually complete Forge content? Let's just be generous, right? Let's say like 90%. Okay, so if you take the Halo community that's still active times the 90%, that equals, oh right, not much. And when I look at the content that has been made post Forge beta's release, it's just not as exciting yet. So if the question is, can Forge save Halo? Absolutely not. There's like this concept floating around in the ether that the things that the community makes are just gonna like blow all of our minds and revolutionize Halo. A sort of like ghosts in the Forge machine, if you will. Every week somehow there's gonna be this hot new multiplayer map that everybody's playing and talking about, and it's gonna be indistinguishable from a dev map. Shoot, it might even be better than a dev map. there will all of a sudden be like these Griffball and Infection tier game types that are coming out that you just have to try. But here's the problem. Just because Forge exists doesn't mean that content is going to spontaneously appear. And I mean, as powerful as he is, not even the Forge Lord himself can make that happen. Or his weird bearded dad, for that matter. At the end of the day, Forge is simply a tool. And a tool isn't going to save anything unless somebody picks it up and uses it. I mean, if we're all just standing around waiting for someone else to do it, it's not gonna happen. As nice as it would be for some like Master Chief type hero to come along and just pump out god tier content for Forge every day, that's just not how any of this works. That someone that needs to save Halo, that's us. All of us. I mean, personally, I'm passionate enough about Halo to make video content. And you're at least passionate enough to click on the thumbnail and watch this video, right? We are the ones that are left. After all of the disappointments, we're the ones still holding out hope that Halo Infinite can be more. As Halo fans, if we don't take advantage of the winter update's momentum and start generating content for people to engage with and get excited about, Halo's going to die. I mean, it's barely holding on as is. It's time to start forging, Spartan. I'll keep doing my part, and I can't wait to see what you make. So what do you think? Do you think that there's just going to be this constant stream of top tier content that's coming out and I'm just maybe overreacting a little bit? Or maybe you've already given up hope and you're just waiting until Halo 7 comes out to see if maybe it's any better. Let me know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you like the content and you want to know when more stuff's coming out, you know the drill. Also, this is a new channel, so if you share it with people, that's really going to help me a bunch. Thank you for watching.